Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabweans. Thank you so much for joining. We welcome you to this special edition of our Change Radio. Muri pa chirongwa chenyu chamasvaise chirongwa chamunofarira padare na mambo sosve. Once again, I want to welcome our viewers and listeners on Change Radio YouTube, Change Radio Facebook, ZimI YouTube and ZimI Facebook. I can see here that my partner in crime is back in action. Champion Barbara is here. So we welcome you again to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we are talking about President Chamisa, the rallies that have painted Zimbabwe yellow. It's yellow everywhere. It's yellow in Marondera, yellow in Masvingo, yellow in Chinoi, yellow in Wedza, Yangova, yellow, kwese kwese. Barbara, yellow, yellow. And I can see you're also wearing yellow.
I'm trying to, yes, I was trying to sort out my camera. Yes, Chief, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabwe. Lingabe lachona njani lavuka njani umthwakazi omuhle emagumbini amane wonke omhlaba yebo sesiphendukile njalo bese ngilikanuka. Chief, I was missing this show. I'm happy to be back again. Yes, sesiphendukile uhlelo lwenu padare namambo soshe edale lenduna yako soshe. Namhla sikhuluma ngama-rallies phela aka-President Nelson Chamisa. Namhla ube semarondera ngithemba libonile, sizalitshengisa ama-pictures amaningi kakhulu. Yes, Chief, engikuthabele kakhulu about irally yanamuhla. Ngibone u-First Lady, ngimbonile namhla. Our First Lady was there. I think this is her second rally ever since CCC was formed. You know, she is not that person who likes politics or who likes following her husband everywhere he goes. But I think today marondera yawanirwa nyasha, Chief, by the fact that wavakachirwa wangu waina mama zvangu achidzirwa. I liked that, Chief. Yeah, over to you.
Yes, First Lady vadzifambira nyaya dzacho vanga varimo marondera. She was looking nice and beautiful. Vakamira na president obva wayanzoona kuti apa paita mai venyika, First Lady chaivo vakafanira kuita First Lady. So thank you, Barbara, for that. Yes, it was a powerful rally, and we're going to get updates from the people that were on the ground, as always, as we always do. We'll try to get hold of one of our members of parliament from Mashonaland East who was on the ground. But for now, we are going to show you one of the short videos from the president's rally in Marondera. I mean, this man was in Chinoi, was in Magunje, was in Karoi a few days ago, and today he woke up in Marondera. Watch this Marondera rally.
No mamaji by custom. Aka bam process ya magaita kunandise. Dear candidate wesa no yakiti independent ngasiane nokushandisa malogo nekushandisa picture nokushandisa zita ra president akota. Zani no zati aiwin nemuno marondera mno. Zano aiwin ku Bulawayo. Zano aiwin ku Harare. Zano aiwin ku Masingo. Ende vadaro ndo bandi twakulesa madhabo candidate. Do you know munakabhadharira vanhu vese kana madhabo candidate? Ifasi. Do you know munakaenda kunosainira nokufodya masignature vanhu vese kana madhabo candidate? Fast. Do you know fast ndiani iboka rakarongwa naMnangagwa aona kuti hana rutsigiro muhurumende, hana rutsigiro kupati kwake, akushandisa inonzi Forever Fools of Zimbabwe. Ndo yaari kushandisa achida kukanganisa vanhu vese. Marondera musapfuma zvinhu zvakaitwa izvozvo. Votera MP watakauya naye wakabva kwamuri. Munomboteerera Mateo nemakandela edu. Ene ndakataura kuti MP hasini yodhane kujob. Wasarudzwa nevanhu MP hazvirei missing person. Zvinoreva member of parliament. MP ngaagare muvanhu, ngaanzwe kuvanhu, ngaadzoke kuvanhu, ngaaremekedze vanhu, ngaauye nevanhu nguva dzose. Muri kuzvizwa here? Shaduka Zimbabwe! Shaduka Zimbabwe! Chamisa woye! Chamisa woye! Marandera Sekwa woye! Marandera
but network yangu iri kuokana but
Thank you, Leo, for that. You heard the powerful message from President Chamisa there, talking about the double candidates. Marondera has become the first area, the first constituency where President Chamisa has visited, where there were double candidates. And he made it very clear that anyone who was not, elected or nominated by the party should not use the party emblem or the name of the president, as a promise that he is going to visit all the areas that have double candidates, so that he can make it clear, he can tell the voters, he can tell the citizens, the people, that this is the person you are going to vote for. We saw him identifying, not identifying, but showing the people of Marondera the real member of parliament for Marondera. And I think he's going to go to St. Mary's. I know a lot of people have great interest in St. Mary's. And you also saw Champion Ostalos addressing a rally in St. Mary's. But we know that President Chamisa is also going to go there. And in all the areas that have double candidates, he is going to do rallies there. But for now, he is focusing on rural areas and peri-urban areas. As you know, the rally for Marondera will be taking the people that are in Marondera, Chihuota, Wedza, Murewa, all those people, they are closer to Marondera. So they were all there today. And the president made his powerful speech. And now we are joined by the member of parliament, or the candidate for Wedza North. As I told you, Marondera is our capital city, as the people from Wedza, so our member of parliament was there. Honorable Katsaya, please, Mafumo Katsaya, please take a few minutes to greet our viewers and listeners here.
Everyone, good evening. How are you?
Yes, tiripo kana makadiwo ndimi manga muri kurally, ndimi madzifambira dzerally kuMarondera. Mungatitaurire kuti kwanga kwakamira sei? Yeah, if you are driving, then we might not be able to hear because of the background noise.
My car. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, good. Right. Chekutanga zara achena kutarema era. Rira kutire timu tsari kuti advocate Chamisa nderwa kamchiro Zimbabwe tungamiri akazwa mushure mesa ziri kumuswa 20.
Yeah, honorable, I think the network we can you're cutting off a little bit. Do you have earphones?
Right out now.
Okay, please go ahead.
I was putting earphones. It's like maybe they were a bit. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, we are having network challenges here. Yeah, it's still breaking off. Maybe you can drive a little way. Maybe there's a better network.
All right, let's try and find a place.
Yeah, people really want to hear from you.
I'll make a point. Get them something.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear what our people are saying in the comment section there. And the First Lady Manyama. Yes, First Lady was there. We appreciate you. Bernard, and then Venerati Mbishi, Wadi Wangu, Yanga Iriseivo, Atambirwa Sei, Mukomana, Umo, Ndoda Kungonzwao, Aiwa, Vamapfumo vari kudzoka vachanyatso kuti kwanga kwakamira sei. Vanzi mambo svosve ndiko kwenyu uku, farirai please. Aiwa, hanzi tosimbira kumusha. So tiri kufara kuti president vatsika kumasha east kwedu uko. Saka yes. And those who come from Ash East, Wedza, we do have a link that is there. Please jump on that link and support our Wedza candidate. As you can see, that's a picture. That's the flyer, the poster for Honorable Mapfumo Katsaya. He is trying to get to somewhere where he can join us and give us updates. Semunu anga aripo. You know, that's what we do with our programs. We get people that are on the ground so that they share with us what was going on, the mood on the ground, and everything. Resend the link for the WhatsApp group. Okay, Gogoanata, thank you so much for joining. By the way, I pray and hope we are all registered to vote. We need those numbers to go and vote. Yes, that's the message that President Chamisa was preaching, that everyone who is at the rally, they should all turn out to go and vote. And the other good thing, Gogoanata, about rallies is that they will also go and tell their members of their family, their neighbors, about what was going on. Word of mouth is a big way of campaigning. So, yes, some people may argue that rallies, you know, they gather our people, our very own people. But I can tell you the good thing is those people who go and share nyaya dzavaona dzavanzwa kuna President Chamisa kutsime, kumagarden kwavanenge vari, kumagrosa, kundari kwavanenge vari, vanenge vaakutaura zvanga zvichitaurwa na President Chamisa. And that's one big way and one cheap way, one easy way of mobilizing. So that's the importance of rallies. And rallies also remove fear from the people around. Imagine if a rally is held in Mutoko, Uzumba Maramba Pfungwe, in the middle of Muzumba Maramba Pfungwe, and there are so many people with yellow, even those that were supporting inside the house, vachityka kubuda panze, vanotanga kutoona kuti hezvo takawanda kuno kuZumba Maramba Pfungwe, vobva vatoita zvivindi zvekutoti chero pavanotyisidzirwa neZANU-PF vachiudzwa kunzi zvakati izvo musaite, tichakuonai muchivhota, tichakuonai nemabinocular, tichakuonai nemavidhio, tichakuonai nemadrone. Vanobva vatotanga kuita zvivindi, vanotanga kutungamidza ushingi mberi. Saka ndo zvinoita marali anobatsira, anopedza mari, anoisa mari yakawanda, asiwo anobatsira kuti vanhu vanzwe shoko rapresident. Hapana imwe nzira yatingakwanise kuita. There is no other way that the president is going to speak to the people except rallies. Remember, we don't have ZBC, we don't have ZTV, we only have Change Radio, VOA, and our social media, and those rallies. So we just have to make the most out of everything that we have. So that's the reason why we support rallies. Tinokumbira link Yes, a rally is good, very good. I'm saying tozodzikisa nekuno vota. Exactly. Ndizvo chaizvo. Let's all go and vote, all those that are registered. Even if you are in the United Kingdom, I know there are some people that are in the United Kingdom that may feel a little bit discouraged by events on the ground, and some are saying we're not going, some are saying we are going, some are saying well, we'll see. But let me tell you one thing: prepare to go and vote. Any vote, every vote matters. We want everyone who registered to vote wherever you are. Please prepare to go and vote, especially those that are in South Africa, in Botswana, in Mozambique, in Zambia, in surrounding areas around Zimbabwe. Please, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. Prepare to go and vote. You registered to vote, so you definitely need to go and vote. You know what happened in 2018? When I think about it, it just it makes my heart break. It gives me a heartbreak, because with over 6 million people that were registered voters in 2018, but only 5-point-something million voters turned out to go and vote. It means 1 million people did not go and vote. 1 million people who had registered did not go and vote. I can tell you that if that doesn't give you a heartbreak, it should. And we should not allow that to happen. How do we make sure that everyone who registered to vote turns out to the voting booth? We talk about it the way we are talking about it right now. We share this video so that as many people as possible can also, be encouraged to go and vote. And we talk to our people, we talk to our communities, we talk to our relatives, we talk to our families in Zimbabwe. We encourage them to go and register to vote. Some people, if you're not registered, some are even opting to go home during the voting period, and they go and take anambuya vavo anasekuru vavo vovaisa mota vovadhiraivha. Pavari kuvadhiraivha ipapo vari kuvatsanangurira kukosha kwekuvhota, vari kuvaudza kuti endai munovhotera shanduko. Saka there is a lot that you can do, you, my fellow diasporans. You can influence change in Zimbabwe. There in the picture you can see Honorable Biti, Mayor Mafume. You can also see Honorable Wende, and if you pinch it a little bit, you can see who is that? Our chairperson, our task force, our youth task force, Takudzwa Ngadzwore, is also there, and I know that VP Kore was there. That should be Champion Ellen Shiriedenga, right there next to Honorable Wende. So yeah, it was a full house. The leadership of the party was there in Marondera, and a lot of people have been asking questions. Why is it that some leaders are not going to the rallies? The answer is very simple. The strategy is for everyone to campaign in their area, the same way that we did with Mugwazo. VP Kore will be campaigning in Mutare, and she has been very busy. She has done a lot of work in Mutare. The same applies to Welshman Nuwe. He has been doing a lot of work in Matabeleland, and now we are seeing Honorable Iti right there in Marondera. Barbara, are you there? It looks like Champion Barbara is also having network problems. We'll continue to talk about what was going on in Marondera as we try to connect with Honorable Katsaya here. Watching you in Ndiripo, Pretoria, but please do tell us where you are watching from. Honorable, can you hear us now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
And now we can hear you loud and clear, and I can see people smiling in their houses, in their comfort of their homes, in London, in America, in Canada. They are smiling that you are back up. Please, let's start from the beginning, because we were not hearing you. How was it in Marondera?
Marondera was a blissful day. It was brimming with confidence of the incoming president of the Republic of Zimbabwe.
Yes.
I can tell you, it was a clear mandate from Mashonaland East that they've mandated Advocate Nelson Chamisa to become the next president of Zimbabwe, who will take Zimbabwe in a different trajectory from what we are seeing under the Mnangagwa rogue regime. His message was clear and loud in terms of what we intend to do when we take the reins on the 24th after voting on the 23rd of August. And people, you could see hope on the faces of the old, the young, the middle-aged. You could see smiles of hope. They could envision a Zimbabwe. To those that lived in that Zimbabwe before in the early 80s, they could envision it coming back under a Triple C government. So I can tell you that we just have to keep our eyes on the ball and keep pushing, especially on the campaign trail, so that we fulfill what the people of Marondera
Yes.
advocate.
And you were there yourself. How many people do you estimate to have been in Marondera today? And were there any? Did any one of them get buzzed? Did you come with a bus from Wedza? Did you come from a lorry from Wedza?
Right. I did not come with a lorry or a bus. I did not even take my constituents people, but those that came did use their own funds. Nobody was buzzed. Apparently, there were a lot of unexpected roadblocks that mushroomed.
Wow.
To try think maybe there would be people that would be being buzzed, which wasn't the case. But in terms of the attendance, I'm a very poor guy in mathematics. Of course, I did get a C at O level in mathematics, but in terms of
yeah, Saka, you can give us an estimate.
in terms of estimations now, maybe I would put it at 20,000+.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Looking at the open, because it was an open space outside. No, that is Daka. It was an open ground. People flocked in like I can't even describe it. It was an open space. Yes.
Wow. And today we saw Honorable BT. I think Vice President, Interim Vice President Lynette Karenyi Kore, former SG Wende, a lot of our leaders were there, because there's been talk of some leaders are not attending, and we were saying people should be working in their areas. What did you make of that? That almost the leadership, the entire leadership of the party was there.
But you see, some of the things people need to understand that in a revolution, in a struggle, people are given tasks which might take them away. But this was just a clear statement to silence Warakash and their sympathizers who always try to peddle lies and think that they can put a wedge between our leadership, which is well focused on taking the reins. Our leadership is doing everything, but this meeting together was just an indication that to them, not to us, Because us in the system, we know there's nothing, there's no bad blood between our leadership. They are working very well, but it was done for the purpose of Marrakesh and their sympathizers that no, Triple C is a well-oiled machine that is gearing to take the reins on the 24th of August.
Wow, wow. Very, very powerful response there. To those that are just joining us, we are talking about the president's rallies, how President Chamisa has colored the country of Zimbabwe yellow, yellow everywhere where he goes. And today we are fortunate to have been joined by the Wedza North candidate, Honorable Mapfumo Katsaya, who is speaking to us from Marondera, where he was attending the rally. Honorable, if you can go ahead and just talk about some of the message that President Chamisa shared today, especially with regards to double candidates. I think a lot of people are worried about the issue of double candidates, and we saw him addressing that.
All right. I want to take you back to history in terms of the issue of double candidates and all those that are trying to derail the freedom train. I'm taking people as far back as the second Chimurenga of Zimbabwe. When people were geared or were expecting that now the struggle is going ahead, there were people that mushroomed like Nyati. There's a guy called Nyati, where a song was composed about him, who went and betrayed the struggle to the Smith regime, which ended up resulting in the Chimoyo bombings, Chimoyo and the Tembwe, because he had sold out info about the liberation struggles, the guerrillas. The reason I'm saying this is there is no exception to all these double candidates that they are trying to derail the struggle. But if they could take a cue from the likes of Nyarazi Bisai, who with his ISO tried to derail when it was still the MDC, and he ended up getting about 29 votes when he was a sitting parliamentarian who had gone against the people's will. They are going to face this same fate because people are well focused, and the president clearly stated that it is in God's hands, whether you like it or not. Whoever was designed to be the candidate for Triple C, people should accept that as it is. And whoever is trying to go against this is trying to stop an unstoppable train of freedom. So he clearly articulated that issue. I was happy because I also have that issue in Ward 10 of Wedza North, the area that covers Chakadi Manyaira. There is a lady who thought that she was popular, or she is popular, who ended up being an independent candidate.
Mukutaura izvozvo here kana kuti mukutaura 2018?
Ndikutaura zvaiye zvino izvi kunotori nemukadzi anonzi Ana Nyamanhindi akapandukira musangano. We know where she's getting some of her funds. I don't want to talk about that, but akabva afunga kuti ane vanhu.
Muri kutaura kuti kuhwedza kumusha kwachief kune double candidate.
Kune double candidate chief.
Hezvo. Hezvo.
Muward 10.
Vambiri vakapera nenda.
Nyika yenyu yakapindwa negonzo risina meno, nokuti ichazoona kuti harina meno kana achinge tapedza kuritswa.
Handina kumbozviziva ini kuti kuhwedza kungazi kungaite double candidate. Shuwa aiwazve mwana wokwani iye. Tinomukanda pamasosve, ndozvatinoita kwedu, tinoisa vanhu vakadaro pamasosve, vomborumwa nemasosve varipo ipapapa. Tovatorera minda yatakavapa futi. Pamhamhatsi dziya dzinoruma chaizvo ndo pakabva zita rekuti svosveka ipapo, nekuti taingoti munhu akabatwa achiba chete achiita zvisina basa. Saizvozvi tomutora tomugadzika pamasvosve ipapa, pamhamhatsi dzamataura dziya. Anyway, let me allow my partner in crime here, Barbara, to come in. Just hang in there, Honorable. We'll come back to you in a few minutes. Barbara, I hope you are now here. You are almost from Marondera. You know, we come from the same area. How was your feeling? How did you feel when you saw a place near Rudaga, a place that you pass by every time when you visit Marondera? You know, it was so full, it was so yellow. What did you feel?
I was so happy. In fact, Chief, I just, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I don't know whether it's me or it's my phone or.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we can hear you.
Okay, I think I was not in the studio. I think I was outside. Okay, thank you so much, Chief. What I can say about today's rally in Marondera, it was just awesome, Chief. People came out in their numbers, and it's a clear indication that the world over, or maybe Zimbabwe, people are eager to change. They want change, Chief. One watambura, even if they might try to give them bread. They might try to give them makape plastic, but people are saying enough is enough. And like I said before, Chief, I think I once told you that this election year 2023, it's different from election year 2018. I was there in Zimbabwe 2018, and I can see some major developments than what was there in 2018, meaning kuti 2018, Chamisa got 2.6 million votes. This time, Chamisa is going to get times 5, times 2. I mean, he's going to get more than 5 million votes. I can tell you, Chief, because the development are so huge, and there's hope that President Nelson Chamisa is going to win this election. And the one good thing is Marondera is a rural constituency, meaning to say, Kuti, we have managed to penetrate all rural constituencies. And previously, remember, we would not have rallies in some rural constituencies, but because of Mugwazo, Mugwazo was very successful. People didn't know, Chief Kuti, we were doing something. And remember, Mugwazo was not publicized for security reasons. So people say, hey, Chamisa has kwenda kumareserva, what? That mango strategy, yekungonyarara zizvenyu, mukati kunze inenge iri green, mukati iri yellow. So I'm so happy that the strategies are yielding results, and we are yet to see more people coming out. And the good part of Chief now, the other difference is most people, if not all, are now registered because of that blitz, because of that voter registration mobilization. We did Mugwazo, we also did voter registration mobilization, and many people managed to register. I was talking to my MP in Makoni South, who told me kuti they registered more than 10,000 people. So Makoni South constituency, more than 10,000. Yes, Makoni has got 33,000 voters now. So and it's most likely what we are going to sweep Makoni South, because most of the people that we registered were registered under the banner of CCC. So yes, Marondera did it, and I know other areas are going to did it too. So it's a positive development, and I would want to thank the people of Marondera, would want to thank even Advocate Nelson Chamisa, because he hasn't rested, Chief, ever since. He hasn't rested, and those zvakanakira kuita president mwana mudiki, president ari young, ane energy asinganeti. It means kuti even chero wapinda, you will develop this country rapidly, because he still has got that energy.
Yes. Energy yakazara. You know what I was about to say was, ED is doing one rally every 2 days or every 3 days. And President Chamisa is doing 3 rallies, sometimes 4 rallies in a day, you know. And the reason why ED can't do 2 rallies in 1 day is, one, that he's old, Chaenda, you know, and then 2, they bust people. And you know, and you can't afford to bust people. I was reading a story where an accident happened where people were being bused to a certain area where ZANU-PF is having a rally. So they can't afford to have 2 rallies or 3 rallies in 1 day, because President Chamisa has people. He will find people waiting for him wherever he goes. So he can afford to have people waiting for him here at Marondera, and then he goes to Wedza Center, and then he crosses to Sape, and addresses 3 rallies in 3 different. People are there. Vana veZimbabwe vakangomirira kuti President Chamisa vari kusvika rini. We don't have to bust people. We don't have to give people money. We don't have to give anyone chicken licken. We don't have to promise anyone goats. You are seeing people being promised goats, huku, mombe, anzi tichazokupai mombe, tichazokupai huku, tichazokupai chicken, ipapo wamobva wapiwa chicken licken. You know, we can't sell. People of Zimbabwe are not idiots. They're not stupid. They're not going to sell their votes because of chicken licken. You know, we don't want food for today. We want food for tomorrow. And that's the message that President Chamisa is preaching everywhere. So we don't have to buy votes. You know, that's the difference between us and ZANU-PF. We can survive with a budget of 100,000 or 200,000 for this election, whereas ZANU-PF is using millions, you know, because they are buying magistrates, they are buying judges, they are paying, you know, people to come and attend their rallies. They have to put fuel in buses, and they have to buy chicken licken. Imagine buying chicken licken for 50,000 people. How much money is being put into that? You know, so you can see here that, Barbara, this is a desperate regime, a desperate government that is resorting to desperate and you know, useless tactics for it to win this election. But unfortunately, they are not going to win this election. This election is gone. No amount of vote buying, no amount of or no number of helicopters that they are going to get from Russia, no number of celebrities that they can get from America. You know, they can get Beyonce and his husband Jay-Z, but those people are not going to save Emerson Mnangagwa. He is gone. He is history. You know, the people of Zimbabwe know that. I'm going to try and get our honorable to come back, and we can play another clip from President Chamisa's rally. And whilst we wait to go to the comment section, I love the comment section. Gifty Chingwaru is saying, busing people to Nkai from Binga, Irewakomana. Yeah, that's where the accident happened, where the ZANU-PF was busing people to Binga. Tichafara honest, Matema, vasingade, Gapinda, Hakem Komana. But I've just been joined by someone from Marsh West here. Champion, is that a car? Are you in a car? Yeah, can you, just remove the keys from, remove the keys from, okay, thank you very much. We've just been joined by Champion Victor. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Champion Victor is in Marsh West, but Manawe Wedza foot. That's why I brought him in. So before he talks about the rally in Wedza, there is now saying reconnecting. The network here in Zimbabwe, it's just something else. But he will come back. We'll continue with the comments. Nkai to Binga. It's about 150 kilometers. That's where they are busing people to. This is okay. There is President Chamisa. If you can play the video, that's a picture. Please do play a video clip.
Taenda pakadoma wane kadoma haisiri kadoma yakadoma yakasimba zokusimba zviya takaenda muchekutu makazara stadium ndikati mwari vachitira pataenda manje kuurungwe mukaroi iwe hapana wakagara mumba ndakaona umwe mai vakasungira tauro vasina kana kupfeka blouse zvika ndati president vangaenda ndisina kuvaona nyika yadirwa shuga. Yati mama ndakupfeka tino haiwa nyika roda wakapfeka nyika ndo wakapfeka zvinhu zvedu zvifambe zvakanaka wapinda mukomana.
Go ahead, Barbara. Mukomana akapenga.
Zvapresident wakufana hanzi nyika inoda wakapfeka. yeah, that the speech I listened to the whole speech. Chief, it was a very powerful speech, and the message is very clear. And what I like about speeches of president, they are based on their constituency based. Akaenda kumarondera anoenda achiziva ma-issues ari kumarondera, they are issue based. Akaenda kuchilonga akataura nezveland, akaenda kumatebeleland, he knows what to speak about. If he goes to Mashonaland kunana Bindura, he knows what to speak about. You know, his speeches are so relevant, Chief. And you know, the man is gifted, you know, and that's why I'm saying this time Gwendo Guno azvikoni, because there are so many things. In Hangwa, I'm comparing the last election because I was there on the ground, and this election gives me more hope, much hope than the hope that I had in 2018. So this time azvikoni, Chief.
Right, this time azvikoni. Hanzi na gogoana tanzi mukomana akatopinda kare.
Yes.
I like that faith. I like that confidence, and I can tell you that's the confidence we are hearing across the country. Wherever you speak to, you know, they just tell you that mukomana akapinda kare. Chero vari kumaruzevha kwacho ikoko kunonzi ndekwa Emerson Mnangagwa. That's a myth. That's not true. Akuchisina munhu ari kusapota Emerson Mnangagwa kumaruzevha. Zvakapera zviya kare. You know, in any case, ZANU-PF yacho haina kumbobvira yawina kumaruzevha. Ndosaka paya takamakazoona kuzumba maramba pfungwe Barbara kuchinzi kwaita 300,000 voters, you know, in 30 minutes. Zvainatsoratidza kuti vaitobirira kuzumba maramba pfungwe ikoko. Saka, you know, it's a myth. ZANU-PF doesn't have support in the rural areas. Victor, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you hear me? Yes, sir. So, yeah, let me introduce you to our viewers and listeners here, but you also introduce yourself when you come in. I'd already said that Victor, mwana wewedza, mwana wekuMash East. So, before he talks about that rally, he will talk about Mash West, because he's in Mash West right now. He's campaign manager for one of the candidates there. And there's an issue that I want him to talk about that happened after President Chamisa addressed rallies in Mash West. Victor, go ahead and greet our viewers and listeners, and go ahead and tell us about Nubu Naradada, Zeku Mash West, ZANU-PF, dziri kutyisidzira vanhu.
Kuri Chamisa, zvinodakadza. Amazadiwa. ZANU-PF haisina chayo yakunhonga sose nemuromo mukuru. Haisina kana painomira. ZANU-PF iri kuvhunduka nekuuya kwakaita mukomana kuno kuPresident Chamisa. Zvinoratidza kuti mukomana ndiye afevareti wose kunoku. Zvichiburikidza nebhiza rakasarudzwa kuti rimireti kuti vanova vatanyanyiwa. Vatanyanyiwa tikatarisa nhoroondo yavo vakanga vari mukuru wemapurisa, vakanga vari chamangwiza weoperation yemuZimbabwe. Kana chaza zveoperation, every police officer weoperation airipota kuna vatanyanyiwa. Vatanyanyiwa tikatarisa izvozvi additional value kubato kwedu kuTCC nekuti izvozvi kwatiri kubva kumasango, kwatiri kubva inongo yangove kwati nemukomana zvekuti mukati kana tichitaura zvekunoku inongove kwati nemukomana. Mukomana akauya kuno kuZimbabwe musi 26 this month July. Auya ZANU-PF yakabva yavhunduka nekuda kwakaita mukomana. Saka ZANU-PF ichitungamirirwa naSenator Chirongoma vakabva
Senator Chirongoma ndeweZANU ka?
Chirongoma ndeweZANU vakabva varonga nevakomana vefans anonzi Materera iyo inozikanwa kunzi Full Association of Zimbabwe Fans. Vakaronga musangano panonzi pachakabva village panonzi pamukuru pana mutongerwa police station. Vakavaenda ipapo paine mavhileji matatu anova Chiyawa village, Chakabva village neChikakai village. Senator Chirongoma vakaenda vakachizidzira vanhu vachiti vakaenderekwa kurali kwemukomana kwavanelson Chamisa. Uyezve Mesidina anova iye anoda kumiririra mudariro reparliament kuZANU-PF akabva achizaya vanhu vachiti vanhu vese vakaenda kuTCC musangano kana musoro wezosaenda hamusi kuzowana mafertilizers, hamusi kuzowana zvinhu zvichabva kuhurumende. Tobvapo pananonzi mapepa anozviti movesi akatoshikidzira vanhu achiti after election vese vanhu veTCC vanofanira kubuda munzvimbo muno. Saka zvatiri kuudzai munofanira kutsvaga mapassports mugare mabuda. Kwete kanonzi Obey Yamukanga uyo akamboita chief achibatira baba vake pakapa baba vake anoneyepo achitsigira kuchiedzera vanhu. Kwakaita anonzi Germany Sifara ndiye aichiya musangano wacho ari chairman wemusangano iwoyo wechimitingi chekuchikidzira vanhu. Kwete anonzi Mike Makwembere ndiye akave chimutututu uyo anotobva kuwadi 27 asi iye akari wadi 2 achichikidzira vanhu. Toenda kuvanonzi bhazi razara ndiyo zitera kanongozvikana naro rinonzi bhazi razara mauromeni. Kwete kanonzi mutevera wefazi, kwete kanonzi mai makore ndo sitting kansela outgoing kansela weZambia achichidzira vanhu kuti aripo achitaura kuti musangano weTCC kubva wakatora muno vanhu veTCC ngavabude muno. Toenda Josephat Midzi Josephat zvakare achichidzira vanhu achidzidzira vanhu achitoti vanhu vese veTCC ngavabude muno. Toenda anonzi Shambo anovatore majamu vari pamota dzingi yatukamira muzvimitututu zvimitututu 8 kune vari kutungamira zvimitututu vari vachipamana zvimutututu vachichidzira vanhu vachivhictimiza vanhu. Zvakadaro yaPresident Chamisa zvimitututu zvakaonekwa zvinofamba nhingimawaza padhuze zvichikidzira vanhu kuti vasaenda.
Asi vanhu vakaregedza kuenda here vatyisidzirwa kudaro?
Vanhu vakauya nevanhu wavo, vanhu vakauya vakamira nemutungamiri wavo. Zvisati zvamboitika kuti vangorongedzi vanhu
Saka vanhu vari kufamba vakapfeka ma-t-shirts eyellow vasingatye vasingavhunduke. Ndo kumusha kwa Robert Mugabe kao. Ndo kumusha kwa Robert Mugabe saka kwangu kusingasvikike saka kwakamira sei iko zvino. Wow. Ava vari kutaura varuma kubackground tiri kuvanzwa ndiyo vatanyanyiwa here ndo candidate yedu here. Ngavauye titaure navo. Honorable takutoti honorable because we believe we work with faith. Tukutoziva kuti makatorova chaiko kwazvimba ikoko. Makadi zvenyu please sanganai nevana veZimbabwe vakateerera pano. Torai mukana uno kukwazisa vana veZimbabwe vakateerera.
Ndinotenda nekundisa pachirongwa kukazwai mhuri yeZimbabwe nevateereri vese ndinoti manheru akanaka.
Saka tanzwa history yenyu kuti manga muri mukuru wemapurisa mukuru kwete ngori mukuru chete mukuru wekutoti vanhu vazhinji vairipota kwamuri. And you know, I'm always joking with people that the people think that Emerson Mnangagwa is in charge of the country, and I always tell them that half the soldiers are supporting President Chamisa, half the police officers are supporting President Chamisa. You know, share. Yeah, but you know, coming back to you, using your experience as a former senior police officer, you know, how do you think we should deal with these issues of intimidation? Murikuzviita sei ikoko, murikubatsira vanhu sei, uye kuti munga advise kuti vanhu vaita sei? I know kuti kune nyaya ye-Blue Mango strategy which is working very well. Maybe you can talk about that as well as you answer the question.
vachitofamba vakavana nezuro ndakatoshamika kutoona madzimai akatopfeka achitotamba mabhora zvichiratidza kuti aiwa vanhu vakawanda vasununguka odo vanobva vatendereko vachinochidzira vakabata majaranganda vachikidzira vanhu asi toti kwavabva ikoko tobva tadzokera zvakare tichivasimbisa uye kuti tinofanira kuexposa vanhu vari kuita basa rekuchidzira vanhu uye tobva tadzidzisa vanhu kuti safa wakambotera munhu anochidzidzira vanhu nokuti achachidzira iwe obvapo uchidzira mukadzi wako obvapo uchidzira mwana wako obvapo iwo muzukuru wako kusvikira munhu wese achidziwa tesisina freedom.
Wow, wow. To those that are just joining us, we are talking to our candidate in Zimba, Honorable Tanyanyiwa, and he's just telling us how they are combating voter intimidation by ZANU-PF. And I like that. I think you guys that are here, that are listening, please do share this important information with your members of parliament and your councillors. Hanzi kwavanenge vachinzwa kuti kuri kutyisidzirwa vanhu ndokwavanoenda kunoadresa musangano ikoko vonosimbisa vanhu. Zviri kuitwa kuzvimba izvi kwazvimba kumucha kwaRobert Mugabe kwanga kusingasvikike kwekuti you could not even address a rally, but they are able to do that, and they just recently distributed over 1,500 t-shirts and people are freely wearing them. This is a big shift in Marsh West. I know about Marsh West a lot. So Mr. Tanyanyiwa, you constituency yenyu ndo yanga ina Philip Chiyangwa here? Ziyambi benzi. Okay. Aiwa totenda nebasa ramuri kuita ikoko muchitipawo security advice, to vamwe vanga vasipo vatanyanyiwa vanga vari mukuru wemapurisa saka vanozvinzwisisa security. So yeah, we want to thank you very much for that. And we have a rally again for the president tomorrow, right? In Chinoi. How are you going about mobilizing? Do you think pagadzema panenge pakazara? Wow. So I think your manager can come back because we have a lot of people that are watching here, over 400 people on Zimai, over 100 people on Change Radio, Facebook, and then we have over 500 people on our YouTube channel. Over 1,000 people are watching this program. And I know that one or two come from Zimba, and they might want to help you. How can they get in touch with you before you go? Dzogorodzai zvakare nhamba dzaHonorable Tanyanyiwa vekwazvimba. If you are here, you are from Marsh West, you are from Zimba, and you want to partner the good work that Mr. Tanyanyiwa is doing with his team, Please, here is the number again.
0774 885 117. Imwe yacho 0712 885 237. Number hizi zilipo pa WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
Pamusoro pazo tiri pa Facebook maitei.
Aiwa, tinotenda honorable, tichakubatai mangwana zvakare after rally yechinhoi, so that we can talk about that rally as well. To our young brother Victor, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. To those that was the member of parliament, our candidate for Zimbabwe West in Marsh West. He was just giving us updates. He's a former police officer, a senior police officer, and he was just advising on how they are tackling the issue of people that are intimidating in our members in the rural areas. And I thought the strategy that they are using is something that our candidates should all adopt. So talk to your members of parliament, talk to your councillors, and advise them to, just do that. Sometimes you don't even need to go and fight the people. What they're doing is, after people are intimidated, hanzi vakasvikirwa vaine mashamu nevanhu vanga vaine zvimudhudhudhu, fazi iri kufamba nezvimudhudhudhu ikoko, hanzi pamba paine 8 mamotorbikes vachityisidzira vanhu. Saka ivo vabva vedu ndobva vangosara vakasvika, they addressed the people and reassured the people. I think that's what the people want. They just need to feel that there are people that are looking out for them and reassure them, and people will continue with their confidence. Barbara, nyaya yekuMarsh West iyo, and then todzokera kunyaya yapresident. Okay, zvinofadza chose for a good security with boss Tanyanyiwa. Yes, that's a very true. Ko Bulawayo chiko chiri kuda kumboitika wangu akaregerija hamsavhunduke nenyaya yeBulawayo iri kugadziriswa. As we are speaking, no one is suspended, no one has been removed, because once people, once ZANU-PF had put in their case and it was challenged, we appealed against it. It means tadzokera pa zero, tadzokera pa status quo. So that's where we are right now. We know that ZANU-PF, even though the courts are closed, are supposed to have closed on Friday, they're trying to bring up the case as soon as they can. Remember, they've done it before. They've done midnight cases, and now they're going to get this case behead, even though the court is in recess. But because they're trying to take away the will of the people of Bulawayo, they are going to convene or reconvene the court. Whichever way they do it, I can tell you that they are not going to win that one. Remember, now we have clear cases of ZANU-PF having done the same thing in Mashonaland West and in Masvingo as well. So those precedences can be used against ZANU-PF. So I don't really see anything happening out of that. But besides that, we should continue. We must make noise about this Bulawayo issue. We must make noise here on social media, make noise on the ground, make noise in the diplomatic cause, those in the United Kingdom, in South Africa, here in America, in Canada. We should be standing with Bulawayo. We should be standing with the Bulawayo 12. We should be having demonstrations across the world. We should let the world know that this is the shame of an election that ZANU-PF is trying to have in Zimbabwe, where they pick and choose who people should support. They did that with Kaskwere. They're now trying to do it against the people of Bulawayo. You know, what I see, how I see the issue of Bulawayo, I know Barbara has a lot of interest in that, and she will come in. What I see in that case, I'm talking about Bulawayo because Courage raised it, and that's what we do here. We respond to people's issues. You know, what I see here is ZANU-PF trying to do another Gukura Hundi. You know, they're trying to trap people into another Gukura Hundi. They want to kill people. They want to murder people. They want to bring bloodshed again to the people of Matebeleland. And we should all say no to that, because that's exactly what they did during Gukura Hundi. You know, they came up with a narrative that the people of Matebeleland were trying to rise up against ZANU-PF, against Robert Mugabe. That was just a narrative that was built, and there was no social media to defend or to dissuade that narrative from the people. So they got away with it. But I can tell you, I can assure you, they are not going to get away with it this time around, because we are there. Social media is there. The world is watching. And if the world is not hearing, we are going to make the world hear. We are going to speak. We are going to speak out. You know, forget to hell with the patriotic bill. We are going to walk in the streets of Washington, D.C., in the streets of London. We are going to write petitions. We are going to tell the world that this is what ZANU-PF is trying to do in Bulawayo. Kana election yacho ingatorega kuitwa election iyoyo because of Bulawayo. If you touch Bulawayo, you have touched Zimbabwe. If you touch Harare, you have touched Zimbabwe. So we cannot allow a situation where the people of Bulawayo are disenfranchised and we keep quiet. We don't say anything. We don't do anything about it. We need to rise up. We need to do something as Zimbabweans. You know, kana ukarova mwana wokubulawayo, warova mwana wese weZimbabwe. So we are going to stand with the people of Bulawayo. I'm speaking for myself. I stand with the people of Bulawayo, and I'm going to do anything that I can. And doing anything that I can begins now when I'm speaking out against what ZANU-PF is doing in Matebeleland. And we want everyone, every son and daughter of Zimbabwe, to speak out, speak about this issue, write to the House of Commons, write to your senators that this is what is happening. They're trying to take away the will of the people that were chosen by the Zimbabweans, by the people of Bulawayo, are now being taken away from them. ZANU-PF, for the first time in history, they want to have a member of parliament in Bulawayo. They want to control Bulawayo. They want to have a council that is run by the people of ZANU-PF. It's not going to happen. Barbara, I can go on and on. Then I so that I just keep talking. You know, I was just responding to what Karen said about Bulawayo, and it makes me mad. It makes me very mad that we are seeing this happening. And I can assure you, action will be taken. And that action begins with you and me right now, right here. Barbara, are you still there?
Yes. I'm still here, Chief, but my network is acting up. I don't know why it's acting up like this. I don't know whether we can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear. We just can't see you.
Yeah. Wataura wakumba, Chief. What more can I say? I think what the is it the councillor of Zimba or the MP and the MP? What they were saying, it gives us hope as well, Chief. Zimba was no-go area. But I think what we need to make sure, Chief, nyaya agency we just have to make sure we put agents in all areas. If it means taking people from the towns, vachienda kumareserva, tingasva taruza hedu mavhotsi 4 per polling station pano kuti tiruze all the votes tarigwa. Story none. Story none. We need to do something.
Hanzi ZANU-PF yakaisa 50 million kubribe ma-agents edu.
Yeah, it's possible. They can do that because that's the only bad thing like about this government. That's not the only. It's the fact that they've got the resources, chief. They can use them as they want. They are plundering resources through this election. They don't care. They are not using ZANU-PF money. They are using our money. They are using Zimbabwe money to intimidate voters. They are using Zimbabwe money. You have to speak out these issues. You have to speak out. And I just want to make a clarion call to all the people that are watching this program or that are listening to this program, Chief Kuti. Ngavambosiya zvekutedzana nema-social lights. I think they should all leave zvema-social lights and focus on taking a power, chief. Kana vari vanhu vasi kuenda kunovhota, they should be contributing in a way to this struggle. They should be contributing in a way. Yeah, adopt polling stations. I was talking to my sister here, my young sister. Takakura tese. So she follows me even per Twitter. She was telling me, Sis Barbara, ndokunzwai per Twitter. This other day you were saying this other was saying that she's yearning for change. She was a little child when we were growing up, and I was shocked. I met her yesterday in Manchester, and she's so grown up and she's very responsible, chief. And she was telling me how she was offering money to her relatives who had not registered to vote in Zimbabwe, to say, go and register. I'll give you $20, and then they'll go and register and give them. And then I said, okay, what you need to do now, you have to adopt my polling stations because you have to adopt all the polling stations in Ward 7. And she didn't refuse. She said, how do I do it? I said, I'm going to give you a link. So I'm giving you a link here, Pachanuye. She's going to adopt the polling stations. So wherever you are, guys, if you're not going back to home to vote, we know a lot are not going to vote for different reasons, security reasons. People don't have IDs, people don't have permits where they're staying. They can't go home. So most of the people cannot go home, but they can do something, chief. Those that they can go to Zim, please. Your vacation, you should do your vacation in Zimbabwe. You should go and vote. You should go and vote. It will make a change. They denied us a diaspora vote, chief. But we can go and vote physically. It's possible. We can afford those tickets, chief. People should go back home and vote. Diaspora, people in the UK, people in America, people in Zambia, South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, UAE, you name them. Zimbabweans are all over. And hakuna nyika isina Zimbabwe. They're all over. So please, if you are a registered voter, go and vote. Go and vote. We need to say this, chief, in every program that you are going to do. Let's encourage the diasporans to go back home and vote. Tombo siya life inonakidza. Tombo and sacrifice. The mapping of polling stations is not yet complete. Let's make sure that my polling stations they are mapped, and that way we are convinced that you are going to win. We want to leave no stone unturned. Hatisi kuzoda kuti after elections maybe papa dai takadai, maybe ngatitei izvozvi. We don't want regrets, chief. People
Yes,
should
and
use that.
Hanzi na Sarah Mazengera, responding to what you're saying, I'm going home next week kunogarira vote yangu. I like that. Even if you can't vote, those that can't vote, if you can travel, do travel to Zimbabwe, you have a part to play. We need volunteer agents. You can go and volunteer to be an agent. We actually have a website. We're going to post it here starting from tomorrow. We're just finishing where you can register if you want to go be, to volunteer to be an agent, for Triple C. You have somewhere where you can register, and you register discreetly. Nobody will know you except the people that are going to interview you, because you have to interview people and do some security checks. But mukana wacho iwoyo uripo, Sarah. If you want to be involved in that program, you want to be a volunteer agent, we can facilitate that. But I like that. Anzelinda Nakatawa. So say we have to vote. I'm going to Zimbabwe to vote. Skumbuzo Moyo. You can see, Barbara. It's actually, you see, this is good. That's one thing I like about Zimbabweans. Half Zimbabweans, they really, respond, and they make things happen. Skumbuzo is saying he's one of those that is going to home to vote. Let us know if you are in the diaspora, and that if you're not afraid, and you can put it here that you're going to go and vote. Let us know. It encourages other people. It encourages some people that were not thinking about buying a ticket. But I'm telling you that $2,000 that you're using to buy a ticket is not going for nothing. It is worth it. Your vote is valueless. You can't even equate it to $2,000. Your vote is worth more than $2,000. Barbara, I wanted you, maybe ungakuluma kangane about what our sister here was asking about Bulawayo. I just want to hear you start on it, Bulawayo. Kuluma says just a little bit. I know you are an interested party.
Ubesitini because nambo tinyanda pa nambo buda nambo
I know
siya
she was just asking what's happening in Bulawayo.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Ngingakakhulumi ngokwenzakala koBulawayo Chief. Ngifuna ukuqonqosela abantu abase South Africa ukuthi kuzabe kulamabhasi abantu ukuthi kuza baphume bahambe beyevota. Kuzakuba lamabhasi amahala, phumanini ngobunengi lihambe liyevota. Asifuni bantu abazakhomplayina. I've always said Chief ukuthi nxa ungavotanga, you've got no right to complain. Nxa ungathathanga ungazange uyenze, nxa ungazange uyenze something okuphathelane lama elections, awula mvumo yokuthi ucomplaine. Umele usafe silently. Sengibuya endabeni le yakoBulawayo, indaba ezwiso ubuhlungu. Into engizwisa mina kakhulu ubuhlungu Chief ukuthi mina ngangikwazi ukuthi ikuyini okwenzakalayo koBulawayo. Ngangikhuluma labantu abaku ground, even amaphepha efika ngabakwazi ukuthi amaphepha asevikile, amaphepha engene ecourt ngabakwazi ukuthi amaphepha asengene ecourt, and labantu ababe involved bonke ngakhuluma labo. After kusuka lamahungahunga yokuthi abantu kabazange behambe abantu kabazange bengenisa amaphepha ngesikhathi. Ngabafonela futhi ngifuna ukuthi ngizwe ukuthi ake lisitshele kanti laphana alisafakanga amaphepha. Wahamba nje bathi hayi amaphepha angena kulesikhathi. And uyakwazi ukuthi khona Chief, iZanu is panicking. iZanu ayikaze iwine koBulawayo. So iZanu ifuna ukuthatha uBulawayo by hook and crook and sink. Bafuna ukwenza okokufosezela abantu ukuthi bafuna ukufaka ama-leaders abo, kumbe bafuna ukufosa abantu ukuthi bakhokhele ngabantu abangabafuniyo. So hayi iBulawayo ayindawo, iBulawayo izahlala ingeyethu. And Chief, we are not going back. Atisukuzora Chimbo. I think abantu bebhula bamele baphakame day record abantu bamele bahambe ngobunengi. People should do like what they did pana case ya Even Mawarire. People should go out in their numbers and protect their MPs, their candidates. They must speak out. You know, right now, people should make noise. Wherever you are, make noise about this development. Ukuthi we are not going to be led by the leaders esingabakhetanga, by ZANU-PF. We don't want to be led by ZANU-PF. We have never been led by ZANU-PF. So we don't want Bulawayo. I have passion with Bulawayo, and I know ukuthi we are going to win this battle, Chief. We've got all the options, we've got all the plans. If plan A fails, we've got plan B. If plan B fails, we've got plan C. So people should stop panicking. People should just continue campaigning. People should just focus on what is happening now. We are going to take Bulawayo no matter what, Chief.
Yes, no Makanjan. We will get Bulawayo. It's ours. You know, we will not allow ZANU-PF to get in, you know, using whatever means they're trying to come up with. So
my battery is dying, Chief. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. We're about to finish anyway. Yeah. We're about to finish. And you can do a good job, Mr. Otunyanyiwa. Okay, that's the person who was talking about Mr. Tanyanyiwa. Chief said the great move on. We support Zim I Kuwaya Waya. It will end in tears. Kune vanhu vari kushandira musangano but vasina kukwanisa ku register ngavaite ma-agents. Yes, Edgar Musa, that's very true. That's the reason why we are going to tomorrow we'll be putting out that portal. It's a very simple process. You just click, you register your name, you put your details there, and when you do that, don't think that anyone is going to see your details. The next person who will be registering will not see your name. So we made sure of that because we know that there are a lot of people that don't want to be known that this is what they are going to do. And we'll try to organize an online training session, and then you'll do another training session when you get to Zimbabwe. And you just have to try and get to Zimbabwe 2 or 3 days before the election. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. I'm just seeing here. What happened? Okay, we'll be talking about that tomorrow. So be ready for that. So yeah, this is what is happening in Bulawayo. I think Barbara made the case very clear. And like I said, please, let's do the part. Let's do our part. Do something, write somewhere, tell where the people, where you are, the government, whoever, just write a letter. Let's have a petition. Let's be in support of Bulawayo. Why did the 12 MPs submit their papers the last day? Huggins, Muzare were to. That was the nomination day. They submitted their papers on the day for the nomination. There were only 2 days that were set out for that. A lot of people didn't even know that ZEC had opened a day before. But there's one set day for nomination. The nomination court, my brother Huggins, it sits 1 day, and that was the day. So, you know, it's not like it was open for a week and then they did not submit. And to be honest with you, they did not submit their papers late. They submitted their papers on time. It's ZANU-PF that is just trying to do its shenanigans, come up with a way of making people think that Triple C submitted their names late. And to be honest with you, it wasn't all straight. There were a lot of things that were not made clear by ZEC. For instance, the provincial council list, it had not been talked about. People just tend to know about it on the day, and ZEC was not allowing our leaders to submit an incomplete list. Remember, like I'm telling you, they did not know about those provincial councils, and for them to submit the members of parliament and the councillors, ZEC was not allowing that. They still wanted them to do the provincial councils, which they'd hidden from the Triple C people. So those are some of the complexities that a lot of people don't know, that the people, our leaders in Bulawayo and Harare, to jump through. So it's just ZANU-PF. Don't believe any ZANU-PF propaganda that it was our fault. We take responsibility where we are supposed to take responsibility. But this is not about technicalities. This is about the people of Bulawayo. Where there is a case of a clear public interest, we cannot have people talking about those minor technicalities that wapinda mukoti uchikamina, mukoti hamubvumiri vanhu vanonga vachikamina, kana kuti wapinda mukoti wakapfeka kepesi saka haubvumiri kusubmita names. I'm just giving here random examples of those trivialities and stupid technicalities that one can use. This issue, this case that we are talking about, is a matter of public interest. The whole of Bulawayo, not only Bulawayo, the whole of Matabeleland cannot be disenfranchised on those simple technicalities that ZANU-PF is trying to lean its case on. So before we start pointing fingers at each other, before we start fighting against each other, and before we are made by ZANU-PF to poke fingers into each other's face, let's agree on one thing, that nomination court sits on one day, and ZEC had also not provided all the information to the political parties. That's why you saw some of them, being extended to the following day. So how do you become so inconsistent? You are extending other people to be allowed to submit their papers or finish the process the following day. And now you are coming up and saying some people submitted their papers late. It's absurd. So let's not swallow ZANU-PF propaganda, and start fighting against each other. But what we can tell you is we will not allow them to take Bulawayo from us. And this must be the stand for all Zimbabweans. And I think President Chamisa made that very clear in the several rallies that he has addressed, that he stands with the people of Bulawayo, and we should all stand with the Bulawayo 12. And I think it shouldn't be, I stand with the Bulawayo 12. This transcends the Bulawayo 12. It transcends 12 individuals who want to become parliamentarians. This is about a region. This is about Bulawayo. It's even beyond Bulawayo. This is about Matabeleland. So we can't, we cannot allow ZANU-PF to subvert the choices of a whole region. No, let's fight that, and let's get ready to fight that. Every way we can. It doesn't matter you're in the diaspora. There's something that you can do about that. This time, and I totally agree with you. Skumbuzo akuchiteke isitebo kana zvichikona ngazvikone ZANU-PF iri kuda kutijairira. Haye kana election yacho ichikona ingatokona because of this issue in Bulawayo. We are on the right side, and we should stand with the truth, and we should stand with what is right. And what is right is making sure that we defend the will of the people of Matabeleland. We don't allow ZANU-PF to subvert that will. We can't compromise on that. And I heard the president speaking, I know he's not going to compromise on that. He will stand to the hilt with the people of Matabeleland. ZANU-PF is trying to win by hook or crook. They want to get Bulawayo, like Barbara said, by hook or crook, but it's not going to happen. These are the moves, the kicks, the last kicks of a dying horse. They're just trying to save themselves. But like we said, they can't save themselves. ZANU-PF cannot save itself. Emmerson Mnangagwa cannot save himself. He is history. The people don't want him anymore. If the people don't want you anymore, like Ian Smith, you can tell them, you can tell the world that not in 1,000 years. But if the people no longer want you, you know, I always tell people that we did not win the war of liberation because we had superior weapons or because we were strategically good or because there was anything special that Robert Mugabe, Emmerson Mnangagwa, and these other people that are holding us at ransom today did. There was nothing special that they did. It was just that the people of Zimbabwe at that time said enough was enough, that they no longer wanted the Smith regime. You know, if you have people on your side, if people are on your side, you will win any battle. You will win any war. That I can tell you. So it's not like they did anything special, these people. And now, you know, the tide has changed. The people are no longer with ZANU-PF. The people are no longer with with Emmerson Mnangagwa. The people are with President Chamisa. The people now want new leaders. And they've made that clear. And nothing can stop that. Nothing can stop the hands of time. Nothing can stop a revolution whose time has come. And it's time. Kinako. This is the time. Spread the word. Spread the message to your communities. Tell the people in the rural areas. Tell them that Kinako. Tell them that it's time to move on. Emmerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF cannot continue to lie to people, to tell your parents, to tell your relatives, to tell your mother, to tell your father in the rural areas that they are going to do A, B, C, D. They can't keep making promises. They are the government of the day. They should just deliver, full stop. They can't tell people promises. And we all know that they're empty promises. Free education, we saw those banners. We saw it everywhere in 2018. Free health, did you see that? Our health facilities have even gone west, dilapidated hospitals, no medication in hospitals. So why do you allow your parents to be lied on? Talk to your parents, talk to your relatives. You, the people in the diaspora, I will always say this, you have power, you have influence. So use your influence, use your power. Talk to your relatives. Tell the people that you support that ZANU-PF must go. It just must go. And let's bring in change. Let's vote for President Chamisa. Those are things that you can discuss with your relatives. I'm telling you, word of mouth is powerful. And those people are likely to listen to you than they would Honorable Chibaya or Takuzwa Ngadzwore or anyone else. They are likely to listen to you. They know you. You are their son. You are their Murora. You are their Mukwasha. They will listen to you. So let's begin to do that. Let's play our part even in the comfort of our homes, wherever we are. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Let's write on our community groups. Let's play a part in this change that is about to come to Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, folks, for being here. And we appreciate all the time. We appreciate spending time with you, conversing with you. We get a lot of information from the comment section and a lot of encouragement from the comment section. We appreciate each and every one of you. I know that most of you are doing a lot of work in your communities. You are donating. You are helping your members of parliament. You are helping your councillors. You are helping the party in one way or another. Let's continue to do that. That's what is needed right now. Each playing their part, each plugging in and doing the little that they can. And together we are going to get there. We'll meet again tomorrow as we give you updates of the president's rallies, the president coloring yellow all the rural areas. He's focusing mostly on the rural areas, but I see today he was in Marondera, and I know tomorrow you'll be addressing another rally in a small city. But I know from there you'll be going back again to the rural areas where ZANU-PF claimed to have support, but that support is no longer there. All right, Mambo Sose, yours truly signing off. We'll meet in other programs. Here in North America, we have a fundraiser with our Dallas, Texas branch that are fundraising for Bikita. So if you are from Bikita, you want to join, inbox me so that you can be part of that fundraiser. And then next week, I will be having a big fundraiser for Wedza, and I will invite you. But thank you very much. God bless you. And God bless the incoming president of Zimbabwe, Advocate Nelson Chamisa.
Vekupinga vapfuma, kukwekwe vapfuma, kukokwe vapfuma, zengeza vapfuma, mukomba vapfuma, kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Kumbizo vapfuma, kwamutoko vapfuma, Kariba vapfuma, Kumula vapfuma, Kusaka vapfuma, Bikita vapfuma, kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Vashandi vese vapfuma, kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Dare tagara, diaspora yapfuma, kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Dare tagara, mundorose nyika inozapfuma, kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Dare tagara, ndirosi dzekudenga dzapfuma, kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe. Chamisa imari, Chamisa imari, iye Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe.